Hey, Dr. Mary Renzel here from founder of BrainFresh. Today we're going to learn three things. I'm going to give you three reasons why docs should keep growing early in their career. Okay. Sometimes we graduate, we think, oh, good, we're done. We graduated. We did, med school, residency, fellowship, maybe multiple fellowships, maybe multiple residences. And so you think, "Oh, cool, I'm done. I'm here, I've achieved this." But really, I'm going to give you three reasons to set a growth plan early as a woman doc. Okay. Yes, I have brains on my nails. I'll tell you that story later. Okay, so let's go. So, what is the science behind this? So, why does this even matter? Well, there was an article from Mass General, since they are reviewing the fact that since 2015, they have had a program for their women and their women trainees. And the article is called Women in Medicine Trainees Council, a model for women trainees in professional development. The primary author is Dr. Warner. It's from 2023. Okay, it's in Postgrad Medicine Journal. All right, so what do they say? So they say it's tough out there for women docs. Who knows this? Put it in the comments. What do you find tough? So there's a lot of tough things. So what's tough out there for women docs? Well, less promotions, less mentorships. They're overlooked for academic opportunities. There's harassment. There's bias. When they say they're paid less, we are paid less. And over a lifetime of a salary, it might be $2 million that we've lost because at the beginning we didn't negotiate, we didn't know to ask and to challenge the first salary we were given. And over time, that could mean a $2 million difference, is what they suggest in retirement accounts, et cetera, with compounding interest. So, what they're saying here is that they have developed a program that includes networking, career development, advocating for women docs, recruiting women docs, and sharing tips on work-life integration, how to have a life as a woman doc, and that it has been sustainable for them, and their institution funds it and finds that it's very important since 2015. So they've kept it going for 10 years, which is really wonderful. This is at Mass General. And then, let's talk about what I see right now for the residents. They're getting a lot of wellness and well-being training, but I really also hope that they're also getting these professional development training like Mass General is doing as well. So they are learning the power of networking, the power of career development, acknowledging that throughout our lifespan as a doc to keep developing and advocating for each other so that we all have, equal opportunities and improving the recruitment, because when the field looks more diverse, the studies have shown that there's better ideas, that when the team is more diverse, there's more diverse ideas. There's better care for the patients. And then work-life integration. It's like, how do you do it? So when I was a resident or a young staff, I would just occasionally reach out to some other women docs, like, how do you do it? And they would say, like, what? I mean, like everything. So I had four kids eventually. It's like, how do you do this? How do you get dinner on the table? How do you have a fun life? How do you have a full life? How do you save money? How do you do it all? Like I didn't know. Like I was just looking for some guidance. So every once in a while, somebody will send me a book or some ideas of what's helpful for them. But I was really looking for a framework of how to do this. So I did design my own company. I call it like my own party bus to help people, help women docs get on the party bus. Let's do this together. I just have a framework that we keep cycling through and building and learning as we go year to year and sharing resources, right? That's one of my favorite things to do is share resources with other people. I like to be the bridge between all the resources. Because why do we all think we have to figure it out ourselves? Why don't we use the literature, like people like Mass General, who have been running this program since 2015, and sharing it and what worked for them and how they found money and institutional support and sustainability in this program? It's really wonderful. Okay. So again, when we graduate, quote unquote, as a fellow or a resident, we think like, we've arrived. That's it. We're good now. We just go. We're just docs and we're docs. We don't have to take another test. Well, none of that is true, right? So we have to be careful of the stories that we tell each other and tell ourselves, because we do need to keep growing, and that's how we keep life interesting. And we don't know it all. we have to keep reaching out to others, right? And so, how do we do this? Number one, networking sounds kind of boring and dry, but you could say, building your team. I call it my Ocean 11 team. So, there was a time in my career where I was just like, oh, I just don't know where I'm going, what's exciting now. I just need to keep growing. And I thought I was odd or wrong or unique. But really, I just wanted to keep learning. And I wanted that to be acknowledged. But I had to acknowledge it myself. So then I took the reins and I started looking for, a team that could help me learn what might be possible for my next phase professionally. So I call it my Ocean 11 team. I put this team together of professional women, not in medicine, and they had to all be from different industries, 11 different industries. And we met, maybe once a month or every other month. And just that community was really powerful. And it wasn't that we even understood each other's industries. It was just the fact that we heard trials and tribulations, challenges, and we would just start with, what's going well? What do you need? Where are your challenges? What resource has been exciting for you lately? Just sharing things. And it was such a neat experience. And it really was a turning point in my professional growth. So number one, networking. If you want to call it your Ocean 11, it's a little more fun. We didn't rob anything. Ocean 11 is that movie where they go and rob something. We didn't rob anything. But we did use that community to really just acknowledge just the challenges and share some resources. And it was very powerful to have community. So number one, build community. Number two, career development. It can look like trying to interview somewhere every 5 years. That's a suggestion. I just heard amazing doc just share this, that her mentor shared it with her, Dr. Kathy Sila, who's an amazing doc. She said just interview every 5 years so that you look at your CV. What am I good at? Where are my strengths? What have I built? What skills are new? What skills may I need for a new position? So every 5 years, just think about somewhere to interview so that you look and see what's going on today. What do I still need to get better at? Where am I? Who's looking for my skills? That's one way to think about it, career development. And then advocating. So advocating for people that are younger than you, that are just coming up maybe in medicine, advocating for people ahead of you. Maybe you're the bridge between somebody's looking for some resources. So advocating to lift others, pull others up, support others. Maybe someone's going for a promotion and you could give them some feedback on their presentation. And just remember, it's not black and white. You don't have to be invited into a space think everything's gray, right? So there's always flexibility. There's always room to negotiate your way into some area. So don't think that women docs only do X, Y, or Z. Just know there's flexibility. Okay. And one way you may find that is by having coffee with a few people. Like, can I have 10 minutes of your time? Jump on a Zoom. Can I take you out for coffee? Can I just hear about your career trajectory? Like, what worked in your career? What do you wish you did more of, less of? People love talking about themselves. Okay. So you just invite them for coffee. Just say 10 minutes. Please tell me about your career journey. And boom, they'll just go. You don't have to ask them anything in more particular about that. But then you may just take some bits and pieces of what sounds interesting to you or try something or gain some insights. So that's also an option is to, again, just network or build your Ocean 11 by reaching out and inviting some people to coffee or tea. Okay. So how do we do this? How do we keep growing? How do we set our growth plan early? Number one, like and subscribe the videos so that you keep getting them, my YouTube channel, so I keep sharing resources with you. But number one, you're going to network or build your Ocean 11 team. It's way more fun. Number two, you're going to think about career development by maybe considering interviewing somewhere every 5 years. Number three, you're going to advocate for people that are newer, people that are older, people in the middle. Be the bridge to people. It really helps to help people, and you don't know where it's going to go. Maybe that'll come back in a few years to serve you if you help somebody out. We all need a little bit of help. Somebody needs a boost. Somebody needs to learn about a book or a podcast you just heard. Just share it with somebody. Just be that advocate for somebody. Hey, I was thinking about you and this. I listened to this podcast. I was thinking about how you're so good at X, Y, or Z. People love to be thought of. People love to be supported. And that may indeed come back to you that, you also then get some support. and some feedback. All right, you got this. So like and subscribe. I'll keep, sharing some tools to help women docs make their journey a little smoother with some neuroscience, a little more exciting, a few more smiles, a few more friends along the way. So I like to use neuroscience to help women docs find focus, build support, so you can leave an impact on this world. Because when we live truly in our gifts, the world's a better place. So we need everybody living truly in their gifts. And you got this. I believe in you. So like and subscribe, please. And thanks for all you do. I really appreciate all that you do as a woman doc. Whenever I'm a patient in a wellness visit or in other areas, I really appreciate, the intelligence, the perseverance, the kindness, as a patient. So thank you to all the women docs out there for all that you do.